how to regain motivation. I believe it's simple. Change the question a bit. What is my motive? Inspired by a video from an artist, from losing motivation with bad sales and a bad show, negative presentation, a bad experience. And Jocko Willink's advice of, that he's no guru, that he's simply a man. I just want to mash up that insight because, again, when I ask people, hey, what's your talent, man? What's your skill? What's your gimmick? What's your product or service? I don't fucking ask you that to fucking make conversation or fucking be like, be nosy, but no, to learn. I have a friend who's a world champion. I have another friend that maybe you've seen him on TV. I have another friend that maybe you've seen in movies. I have another friend that you've probably seen on the front of magazine covers. And as much as they've done, and as much love and admiration for them, what I learned about them, that they're just human. And I really can't explain how they're able to push through and smash the fucking day. But to be effective, man. These motherfuckers, I never heard them say, oh my God, it's getting too hard. It's too hot in here. It's too cold in here. And if it is too cold or too hot for them, they're like, can we change the temperature? No? Oh well, let's work through it. And I calculate by their example that the reason that they will live beyond their years. Let's see. He has a kid. He has a kid. They have a kid. Some of them have kids. Some of them will live on, by name with their kids, but to me, I find what has more impact is, just generally speaking, is the life that they lived. And I think it's simple to read a history book and be like, all right, what caused World War II, World War I? What caused 9/11? What sort of thinking, cult thinking, bad thinking, ideologies? Who stopped it? Who stepped up to change it, to take it on? And I think if you don't want to join the battlefield, enlist, or use a rifle, what's the word? Pacifist, tree hugger, and that's more of your style. I believe that capitalism is the only answer. And one could say, no, man, I'm just going to volunteer and go live in the forest. It's a totally different thing to live in nature. To live off the grid and live off the land, which Survivor Man has done. But then again, I think those people wouldn't be watching the YouTubes. So I think the next step to have the most positive impact is to work within the rules of capitalism. And I know that, I don't know, are there I would think that there are millions of so-called artists out there that are competing against me. Selling prints, shirts, coffee mugs, and other shit. With their drawings, paintings, or sculptures, or shit that they've done. And because of those people, I keep on going, man, and I think of I'll tell you one story here. I think about a time when I had pizza. Having pizza, and that helps me sit down and work on this. Man, what the hell? Just pizza, man. Had pizza and a beer, man. Company. The pizzeria, the building that it was in was over 100 years old. The building. It was Crocodile Pizza. With the local beer. With connections that I made based off my work. Off my creativity. Nope, I didn't go in there, hey man, hire me, man. No, you should really put me on your team, man. No, man, come on, man. Nope. Good afternoon, good day, what's up? And shit fell into place. I'm not too sure what to do about this area, but maybe I'll just sketch and draw lines until I feel it's right. Losing my train of thought here because I believe I'll pick on motherfuckers and say, yeah man, I'm doing it all for my kids. That's what gets me, because I'm thinking, no fuck, you should do it for yourself. Because if you become an amazing self and you teach your kids to become an amazing self, well then you'll have offspring that will be self-sufficient. Offspring that will say, you know what, I can recharge myself. Yes, I can use the aid, the help, the opinion, the success, the critiques of others. But if I could be a self-starter, self-ignited, use my potential as my deepest reservoir of drive, I think that would be optimum, preferred. Then someone who needs the approval of the masses first. Oh, there's a lot of people that don't like me, man. I've gotten death threats for my anti-Muslim, my anti-religious work, but specifically for my fucking anti-death cult known as Islam artwork. So, if you just know me on Facebook, no, I'm fucking goody two-shoes there. I don't fucking cuss or talk shit on there because I've already been banned enough times. So now I'm just a good boy on here. Well, now I'm just a good boy, a fake good boy. And I've stated it on there too. my fans on there that I am limited. My opinion is limited, and my collection of work is limited. What's posted on there, and I'll just remind them that there's more stuff that's a bigger collection of my work on there, but I don't want to get banned, so I won't post it. That could work actually. Thinking how I should just no. Yeah, but what is your motive to keep on going, man? To working out, to studying, to saving money, to getting promoted? Again, because when I see all this shit about, oh, I'm gonna do the best for my kids, I don't believe it. I think it's pathetic. And I do wonder, why don't people do it just for themselves? I think that'll work. Lost my train of thought. I know one day I'm gonna die, preferably at the age of 101, from a massive heart attack, with all the finest prostitute trannies this side of China. No, whatever it is, I would think that should that day I become old and wrinkly and crippled and just sitting in a rocking chair because I'm worn out because my fucking too much walking. I'd rather be sitting down because the bones in my feet hurt from so much walking. My skin is cancerous because of all the sunburns, sunlight from traveling worldwide. And I've caught malaria from fucking being in some unexplored jungle of the Amazon. Some unexplored part of the jungle of the Amazon. You know what? The Amazon is a jungle. Unexplored part of the Amazon. I may not have an exact list of who to help and how to help them in order, but the one thing that I'm certain of is that I will only get things done if I do my best on this piece, on this sketch, which turns into a drawing, which turns into a final piece, which turns into another arm, leg, head of the collection, piece of the collection, making the collection stronger. I'm not too sure what I'm going to draw here. Maybe a tentacle, maybe. I do need to check into Bird Person's wings, see how they're made. If not, I'll just keep this, but I think what I'll do here is again sharpen the pencil here as a shade. So I'll keep this as a tentacle. But I think if your motive is, let's say your kids, right? Your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend, your wife. I think that the most logical thing is to become the most effective person, the most effective version of yourself. And that's done by studying, working out, doing the overtime, focusing. I'm not gonna say partying less, but partying appropriately, man. Make it a tentacle. This will be black, this part. Even me, when I have moments of doubt, again, it's as simple for me as thinking of the time I lived in an environment where earning $6, 600 pennies a day, made you middle class, made you secure. And as recently as crossing the border from Tijuana, seeing kids just selling bubblegum, cookies, burritos, tortas, all sorts of shit, hurrying up to sell stuff to make pennies that eventually will add up to dollars. And I'm thinking, they're not in school, they're not, with their classmates, fucking playing sandcastle, playing What Are Princes, playing robots, playing G.I. Joe, looking up in the sky, talking about monsters, dragons. I want to be this or that, an astronaut. Instead, and I'm no fucking communist or fucking socialist, but they're forced into the game of capitalism with the big boys. You know, because if you're selling gum, you're not just selling gum to the public. You're selling gum while Walmart is out there, Target is out there, Costco, and that's who you're competing with. And you know, and the good thing is that it helps the kids learn about salesmanship. You know, but I lost my train of thought there, but no excuses. Make it happen. Go forward.